Hi, it's Cynthia Morris. Welcome to today's Paris Wow. I'm in my art studio. It's mid-morning and it's time to get back at it. I have been working in my office most of the week with my clients, and now I don't have any appointments for the next however many days. And so it's time to get back into the studio. And I just wanted to give you a little tour of my studio as it is now and talk about how I'm getting back into my art groove after a little bit of time away, because that is what happens to all of us. We always want to think we're going to set it up and get going and never fall off track. And the fact is, we always fall off track. So why don't we focus on what it takes to get back in? So I've got 3 things that I want to share that I have ongoing, because when I come back to the studio, it's hard. I think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Mainly, I have concerns about I'm no good. Some of them are really good, and how am I going to reproduce or recreate that quality? So I'm concerned about quality. So what I usually start with is something in my journal, just some sketching and drawing and throwing some color on the page. And that usually helps, because my sketchbook is a no threat zone. There's just no worry about being good or doing anything that's going to come to anything from there necessarily. And then I have some project in process. This is an accordion fold paper that I made. It's a sketch of the buildings outside, and I've been doing this throughout the week. This is something I'm doing a little bit every day, and that has helped me to feel like I'm working on a project that I'm excited about, and I can just draw a few lines every day. Also, earlier in the week on Monday, I made these illustrations of the features that are outside in my courtyard. That's the Wallace Fountain and the Morris column, and I'll tell you more about that later. Yes, Morris, like me, like Cynthia Morris. How cool is that? So I want to make these into paintings, and now I'm afraid to put a mark on the page because I've fallen in love with the images as they are, and I want to kind of go a little bit more in the experimental mode with more on the page, like I was playing with these 2 pieces, but I'm afraid to make a mark. There's another piece that's some color that I've just put down as a beginning wash, and I also really like that, and I'm afraid to put anything on there and mess with that. I plan to just go in and start with mixing some paint. Usually, as you can see, the studio is kind of a mess, so what you probably do, and I know I do, is I have to tidy up. But that doesn't take hours, that takes just a few minutes, but it kind of orders my focus, it sets my materials and my tools in place so that I'm ready. Then after that, it's cleaning off the palette and starting to mix some paint. And that's usually when I get excited. I mix paint and I really start with enjoying the colors, and then I'm use my sketchbook to throw some of the paint down just to see what it's like, and to see what it's like with some other colors. You can see I'm using my sketchbook to add or to just play with color and experiment with color, but I also have these strips of paper from the big paper that I bought earlier this week. This is what I usually use at home. So, all right, that's it. I'm out of here. Bye. Thanks for watching.